Oh, okay. Should I do it? I don't know. I haven't exactly got a red pill and a blue pill here to 50-50. Maybe ask the audience. Should I rent this? Should I rent it? I mean, I watched the trailer, I don't know. 15, 20 times now I've watched the trailer. But it seems like I see cliches of the first Matrix, and I'm just seeing cliches. I think I'm just going to be disappointed with it. Should I rent this? Should I rent it? Should I watch the trailer one more time? Yeah. Should I watch it on the video projector? I might watch it on the video projector. I'll just move the microphones out of the way. Just move the microphones out of the way. Move the microphones. I might turn the projector on. Where's the remote for the projector? Yeah. Let's just look at the trailer one more time.
Thomas, you seem particularly triggered right now. Can you tell me what happened?
I had dreams that weren't just dreams.
It's got a bit of a very soft dialogue opening because I can see it on the Sony SDDS level meters, so just readjust my levels because I was playing the Matrix Region 1 DVD earlier. Not the whole movie, just playing little bits. And then just generally listening to the mix balance and so forth. I'll just turn the HF horns up because I've got total loudspeaker management control. If something sounds it's going to be sounding too harsh or such, I'll just put a parametric bandpass filter in place and just bring it down, modify the frequency response of the film soundtrack to sound comfortable. That is comfortable on HF horns, or through maybe I might put a bandpass on the surrounds around the middle high frequency range, not the highs, because you've got to hear those high frequencies, otherwise what's the point? It's all the other frequencies that you can hear too easily, and sometimes they're too loud and harsh and fatiguing, and causes you to turn it down. When bass sounds, if they're played sensible level and not too much in bass level, otherwise bass frequencies can hurt your ears. But normally, at normal levels, no, they won't, because your hearing is not sensitive to those frequencies until it gets up to the high range, between 4 and 8 kilohertz range. Gets very, anyway. That's a whole lot of can of technical worms to open. Am
I crazy? We don't use that word in here.
The whole white rabbit thing. Yeah, white rabbits. Oh, look, I've got a cat. A cat bear's looking at the Matrix. but he's not black. Maybe I'll get some spray paint and spray him black. I've got a tuxedo. The magic thing with magic tuxedos is when I look at him at one angle, he looks black. When I look at him at the other angle, he's white and black. Tuxedo, bi-color. And there is a snowshoe. He's a snowshoe. He almost has the same characteristic personality as what Sooty had, except he's not black. He's white and brown. Snowshoe. And I've got a damn good bass in this JBL THX Cinema. I just think, should I rent it? Should I? Because I can explain the logics of renting something, the politics of it. Renting an average VHS back in the 1980s into the 1990s, average £1.50, £2.50, maybe with a slight increase. Probably nothing to do with the economy. It's just they just want to make it a little bit more money back, sort of thing. But you could watch that movie for a one-night rental. I mean, when I first watched Poltergeist, I must have watched it 4 times for a £1.50 rental before I had to take it back the next day. So that's not bad. Going to cinemas back then, you could pay to go into a cinema and you could sit in there all day long. You could watch that film, Empire Strikes Back, 3 times for the same price. It's like, killing one bird, poor creature, with 1 stone. Today, you don't get that sort of offer. If you want to see that movie again, you got to pay to see it again. But the thing here is with at home, I could play back a scene. I thought, oh wow, that scene was good, and I could play it back again. Right? If I wanted to watch that scene again in the cinema, I've got to pay to see that again, because they don't say, hey, rewind it. They don't do that. It plays and then it finishes, and then you got to go in and pay again to see it, just for that one scene that you might have thought, wow, that was good, whatever. Some people bitch and moan about rental prices, but but then if I loathe this, if I am going to absolutely loathe this, I probably wouldn't want to watch it again, and so it'd be like £16. That's just the way it is, isn't it? I hate that term, the way it is. It is what it is. I hate that term. It isn't what it is. Maybe we should give them a taste of it is what it is, and they can see how it feels. But I could watch this, over and over and over. Okay. Here goes. Rent it. You get 30 days you get 30 days. So I can think about wanting to watch it for 30 days. But once I commit, I've got 48 hours to watch it over and over and over. Let me do I'm not very good at math. Mathematic. So average cinema showing of movies, I think this would have had an average showing of 4 showings per day. So you got advertisement, trailers, movie, and that whole running time would have been nearly 3 hours. If they can cut the trailer, advertisement and trailers down by so maybe cut the running time down considerably. They still probably wouldn't get even maybe 5 film shows per day, because the movies, it's only so many minutes for 50, 67. It's about 30 minutes shy of a 3-hour movie. So I think it's about 150 something minutes. What's the point of that? I don't know. The first Matrix wasn't, I think, about 100. I think 130 minutes something. 130 minutes. So 20 minutes more. Is that 20 minutes of action? Is that 20 minutes of boring dialogue and very, very boring soundtrack going on around you? Because I know this is going to be all predictable, center channel, bloody dialogue. It's not going to have dialogue panning moving around to where things are on the screen. It might have, with the main characters and all that, and have directional dialogue panning. Even films that didn't have main big characters in movies like Logan's Run used directional dialogue panning. That movie is cool. But Logan's Run will make this movie sound garbage. Landladies, garbage, trash. Movies should all have directional dialogue. So it's wow. I'm not just sat here like this. Oh, there's a sound effect. But everyone's dialogue is like there, and I'm focusing literally on a small area of the screen. And even when whether it's a wide shot or a close up, and you got 2 characters or 3 dialogues all in the bloody center, you do not hear the real world that way. It just doesn't happen. The closer you get to someone, a group of people talking, you hear individuality, like stereo, sound reflectivity, time arrivals at different frequency coming at your ears, and you perceive it. We call it stereo. The further away you move away from those 3 people talking, their sound becomes mono. But why they keep doing this nonsense in movies is beyond me. Just because Dolby Labs in the 1970s said dialogue should be in the center channel. Bloody hell. That's like what, you watch Star Wars movie, you hear a little bit of Han Solo dialogue panning. Everything else is more or less in the center. So why just his voice? You hear a bit of Han Solo dialogue panning in Return of the Jedi, theatrical mix, but not on the reissue. They take all his dialogue pan and put it in the center, and the princess, all her dialogue pan, and then put that in the center. It just doesn't make a movie sound real. You got all these ambient sounds in the background. Yeah, why don't they just take all those ambient sounds, and just dump that in the center channel, and just leave the left and right channel just to play music with the center channel now and then? Oh, that would sound very weird. Yeah. It's just waiting now. This is just waiting for me just to finalize and click and just say, rent it. Oh, it goes. Oh dear, that hurt. Oh no. Oh, that hurt me. Purchase successful. It's like I've just taken the red pill. Or was it the blue pill? I can't remember which. Is there a yellow pill? How about a white pill? How about a black pill? Yeah, a white and a black pill. Yeah. So white is positive, black is negative. red pill's positive, blue pill's negative. I don't understand these movies. Never understood the first one. I thought it looked cool. It was pretty cool and stunning. And in the news, the headlines or something, George Lucas didn't see this Matrix coming. Obviously a lot better than Jar Jar Binks. If Jar Jar Binks showed up in the Matrix, I would have walked out. Because now I've got to start playing. Once I start playing, I've got 48 hours. Like I say, I'm going to go for it. Oh, and yeah, I don't mind my cat sat in front. He's got front row. To my cat Bear, that screen is mega huge. Oh, I don't like this new opening on the hang on, let's just play that back. You know, see, here we go. I'm analyzing because it's streaming. Streaming is rubbish. Yeah, well, yeah, I think they've done it here purposely. They put like pixelation pixel right in at the beginning there to make me look twice because I thought it was the service, which I know is going to have some color banding noise. It's going to have some color banding noise on this. So I'll just listen to it. Should I put the sub on? Oh yeah, I've got the sub on. Just turn the sub level down because I'm only rehearsing this. I'm only listening. So they go into the Matrix. Oh, you get that. What? You get this same bloody thing again, like the first one, and then.
You were right. This guy that was a window pane.
That's serious interference.
Weird.
It doesn't sound like they're talking through a speaker. It sounds like too clear on the dialogue here.
Drop a pin. I'll signal for backup.
I'm gonna check it out.
Bugs, if the general finds out we've been...
This movie so far is crap.
Did you hear that?
It's like.
I think our signal is tracing. Bugs, this feels like a trap.
Oh god, do I have to see the same freaking cliche again? Oh, I can see color banding. I can see color banding noise there with all those lights and such in the smoke room. I saw a color banding noise. So streaming is always garbage. I wouldn't be surprised if you saw color banding on a 4K disc. And no, would I buy this movie? No. Oh, bloody hell.
We will shoot! Very slowly, raise your hands.
Oh. What the fuck am I watching? You know what? This is like a very bad reenactment. It's like watching that garbage trash movie Terminator Genesis. Nice night for a walk, eh? It's the reenactment is just garbage. It's like, can't they analyze the actors, analyze the original, and get it sort of facial expression, everything, and dialogue timing, and get it like picture perfect, almost frame for frame. It's like I didn't think too bad of Psycho 98. You know, it's color, it's Dolby Stereo, 6-track digital. I thought it was pretty cool with the opening music on the Psycho. That was pretty damn good. You feel all those strings plucking and the violin and violas and cello. Oh, you feel all those strings. This is rubbish. What the bloody... And I've got my fader turned down at... I've got my fader at, well, almost about -20 there. I felt quite a bit of that bass kick. So let me just play that back just a few frames. Just can I go advance forward? One thing I don't like about streaming, it's very laggy. It's very crap. If you use the visual search, you got to use it very in a way with the Panasonic, and then hit enter to stop it at a certain mark. Otherwise, it's rubbish. It's not very fluent. It's not very linear. It's you got to go very smooth there. Just watch the frame. Just sort of come in the press enter enter. I'm just wondering whether it's one of these deafening loud film mixers, because a friend said he went to the cinema and saw it at the Odeon BH2 in the iSense Atmos screen, which I've only been to 3 times, and it's always been a rubbish experience. It's far too loud, in fact, deafening. Because they're playing the HF horns well above the 85 dB level. They should have audio. I could see color banding noise on this frame, on that frame. I could see color banding. I tell you, you get a laser disc, you wouldn't see any of that crap. You would not see any of this annoying color banding artifact noise. You get the other artifact noise. I can deal with that. In fact, I rather would see that sort of artifact noise and see this bloody garbage trash, because it's the transfer and it's on Amazon, and it's sometimes I see it on a Blu-ray disc. Color banding noise, bloody annoying. It's a color noise artifact you wouldn't even see in the natural colored world. Let's turn the fader up a bit. Feel that bass kick. What, who's this woman with the blue hair? Who's this woman with the blue hair? Looks like someone got a skunk and spray painted the skunk blue and then hot glued it to her head. And who's this guy with the thing over his eye? It looks like something out of some other sci-fi movie I've seen. Another cliche. Oh, now they're running on. This is absolute boring. Hang on. You see, I'm already backing up things, so I'm getting my money's worth there. So if I had to see this at the cinema, it would have cost me so far 10, 20, 30, 40, 40, 46, 47, 48, about almost £60. I'm still seeing color banding noise on this. This streaming is plagued with color banding noise, and they call it a UHD. What's that? Ultra horrid diarrhea. Is that what UHD stands for? Because I'm seeing color banding noise. Oh, I could do that. I need some wires, and then I could go up and then go. Oh, that hurt. I shouldn't do that. Oh, that hurt my. Oh, got to work out. Got to flex and work out. Who's this guy with the bloody? What is that bloody thing over his? I've seen that in another movie. I don't know what movie it was, but it might be. I might be thinking The Last Starfighter, and these aliens have got these things that moves over their eye. We die. Oh dear. Oh dear. I don't like the music in this. It sounds rubbish. Don't like the music. What does the surrounds channel sound like? Let's mute the sub bass. This is just dreadful. Oh, helicopter panning around it. What was that? What was I seeing there? Some sort of something distracting me there. I'm seeing nothing but distraction on this. Yeah, helicopter panning around a little bit. Helicopter panning around over there. Yeah. Oh yeah, I see the artifact. They're purposely putting in some sort of digital glitch artifact into the movie where I thought it was pixelating. All I can say is it looks bloody distracting and annoying. It's just distracting me. That's all it's doing. Okay, now I'm not even barely 5 minutes watching this yet. And it's 2 hours and 27 minutes long. I'm not even 5 minutes. I'm coming up to the 5 minute mark, but oh dear, I might only watch this once. I don't think I'd care to watch it again. Yeah, I'm seeing these, like, it's just distracting me a little bit. Oh, he's doing a Darth Vader. Oh, right, I see. He's picking her up like Darth Vader. Yeah. Choking. Yeah. I am your father. No! Oh, dear. Was this filmed with anamorphic lenses? I'm just wondering, because there's certain telltale signs when a camera is looking at direct light and you get a light beam going into the lens, and if it's circular, it's filmed with non-anamorphic lenses. If it's oval shape, it had to have passed through a process where an optical lens to reconvert the anamorphic squeezed image. But yeah, I definitely saw a circle, so probably didn't use anamorphic lenses. Oh, what's all this? I don't really need to really have the LCR and the sub on this. Oh, all right. Seen all that little bit there in the trailer, and they try to make out it's really exciting, and yet I just watched the scene and it's absolutely boring. Let me put the LCR on this. What's the center channel sound like for the music? What's the LCR like for the music? Is it an even balance mix? Just mute the surround. I'll just play that again. So I'm definitely getting the, you know. Yeah, well, that was interesting. All right, mute the sound and put the left and right on. Here, echo, ambient. It's interesting how, you know, they want guns. You got people firing guns left to right on a wide shot, and yet dialogue all comes in the center channel. How does that work? It just makes it stupid. Oh, it's like a movie for the uneducated sound listener, but I'm very educated in sound listening. I know, as an ex-projectionist, I know what to look for, what to listen for, and what to feel for. This is just insulting my hearing. It's just boring.
Why did you save me?
You first. Who are you? Where did you come from?
My name is Bugs. As in...
No, I'm not really interested in the dialogue. It's like watching The Force Awakens. They just got to, you know, they're probably going to put new Matrix characters, you know, in a movie that's failed miserably at the box office, and they're trying to reboot it and just shoehorn new characters and just get the old ones out of the way, and then they'll get the Illuminati to bump them off, and then you know, yeah. Bloody hell, she's got a bloody skunk spray painted blue and hot glued to her head. This movie is absolutely boring. I was very right to not going to the cinema to seeing it, because I would have been wearing my earplugs. Here, I don't have to wear my earplugs. I can feel the bass, and yet it tries so hard at the Odeon BH2, so hard to be like a THX cinema, and it's not even near or even close. It's just top end deafening. But here, you know, I've got the same cinema speakers, same grade, not as what they might be using, but the HF horns can play bloody loud. It's how you use them, how you design them into your system, and how you use them. Use them for nice fidelity and loud excitement, not sheer deafening. Because in the real world, sometimes what I can't figure is why some audiences are not covering their ears, knowing that's damn loud in that frequency scale range. And yet, if it were in the real world, sometimes they might do that, or they may not do that, thinking they're immune and it's not going to damage their hearing.
Somehow I saw it in the mirror. Just a flicker, but it was like you said.
Oh. I think I could pretty much get this boring, but yeah, I feel like just skipping it to the end. I can see that Matrix rain effect and pixeling, and there's not much going on with the surround speakers. I'll just turn them on. Oh, now she's hugging and cuddling someone. Oh, wow. 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 Oh no, here we go, a red pill. Oh, someone's got, oh, they got red and blue pills. Oh. Yeah, she's got blue skunk hair hot glued to her head. I could pretty much just watch this boring movie with just the surround speakers on, or I could just turn them off and just play the LFE and just feel the LFE now and then. Or I could just turn off the HF horns on the screen channel and just play the bass sound from the screen channel. Oh, you got to put on your 3D glasses there. I don't know. It looks like they've just done a drug, some LSD. It looks like they've just done some LSD. What he looks like the agent from Men in Black. Oh, okay. So a lot of running around. But there isn't a Tyrannosaurus Rex chasing after them, so why they're running around, I don't know. Oh, so most of what I've seen in the trailer, I'm seeing mostly during this like prologue of the opening of the movie. I suppose they're going into a Matrix now, or whatever. I suppose now it's Neo. Oh, it is Neo now. Oh, it's Neo. Neo. Oh, it's Keanu. He's looking very sad, Mr. Anderson. I wonder if he's still taking out the garbage for his landlady. What's all this? You see, you got all this Matrix, blah blah blah. It's like that bad movie. What was it? Tron Legacy. And you got all these toys and all that in Tron Legacy, yeah. All these little toys that like it was all real. And they're putting this stuff in this Matrix movie, little toys like sentinels that come down with those, those sentinels, those machine things. It just looks so nerdy. It really looks nerdy, like it was made for fanboys, and I think this is just an extra, for the movie franchise. Let me turn up the fader. I get very short echo reverberating sounds as if it were in a coffee bar. But it doesn't sound realistic. I don't have to look. I don't have to listen to this movie. I only have to look at the bloody level meters to see if I think there's any dialogue panning going on. Oh, Trinity's walking in now. So, and I suppose he goes up and says, "Oh, do I know you?" Just like in the trailer, Really? Oh, dear, this is just boring. I mean, Keanu looks like Keanu with his beard. Looks like John Wick. They're putting a lot of echo reverb there with his dialogue into the surround. But if I were to play back the center channel playing, I would have to readjust the level balance because there's going to be some unnaturalness in the film mix level. That often don't air sort of dialogue echo panned into the surround channel. So if I just play back so I'll just play back a few seconds or so. And put, say, the left right on. Mute the surround. Just monitor. Yeah, I can hear it there. Put the center in.
Can I have one bite?
Babe, what's going on? You're gonna be late.
This is my husband, Chad.
Nice to meet you. Babe,
Put the surround on.
we gotta get Callie to practice.
Right. Sorry. Come on, kids, let's move out.
Yeah, I'd have to take down the center channel level a bit just to get it, that sort of psychoacoustic. But then everything else will get messed up in the mix if
We both
anything else plays.
Hey, you trying to blow my mom or what?
Or if I mute the HF center horn. I can hear some of the dialogue in the center channel on the LF. So actually, I could actually turn down the HF horn if I wanted to, or put a bandpass filter on it and shape it and just bring it down a bit. Use a wide bandwidth and just bring it down somewhat. But yeah, nothing really special about that. I think it was pretty dull, pretty boring. Anything else new about this movie? It's not going to make me throw my slipper at the TV now, is it? Oh God! And was that some shaky camera work? There? Oh, what's this? Oh, no! Just like throwing in flashbacks of the first movie. Yeah. I feel like just jump into the end credits. I could do that. I have the Matrix power to do that. I can just. Oh, I hate cigarettes. I hate cigarettes. Ugh, I can almost smell it. Ugh, that's disgusting and repulsive. I'll just move forward on that. I don't want to see any cigarette smoking. So it's like I can smell its stench. You know, when Agent Smith is saying to Morpheus, I can smell its stench. Cigarettes, they smell disgusting. I'd rather smell bad body odor on a person than stale cigarette smoke. Stale cigarette smoke turns my stomach. You have right. The critical drinker was talking about this Matrix guy, you know, and he's got something stuck on his bloody head, you know, Matrix guy, bloody what's it? This actor or whatever, wearing some bloody obnoxious, nerdy blue bloody glasses. Is that a sign? Blue, something to do with red pill blue pill and their blue glasses, and looks like Neo's on the flipping and cinnamon and freaking he's definitely into blue pills. Flipping that. He's become a drug addict. He's addicted. I saw a reflection there in a mirror. Very brief reflection there. That wasn't him. Yeah, slightly older, slightly different. Yeah. I'm just going to skip to the end credits because I can always come back. I've got 48 hours to watch. Well, not even an hour yet, so I'm still under the 48 hours. So I could just watch the frame rates going through this. I can pretty much predict it. Yeah, quite a lot of dialogue, quiet scenes. It's 30 minutes into the bloody movie. Oh, yeah, more dialogue with this guy that looks like Morpheus. Oh, a little bit of action there. I'm sure it really sounded cool. Not. More dialogue with this Matrix guy thing with the thing stuck to his bloody head. A little bit of Morpheus, a little bit of Oracle there. Yeah. Oh, there's the blue lady with the blue hair. It's like the purple hair lady in that Last Jedi, purple hair. Oh, 40 minutes, 46. Oh, bloody hell, it's coming slowly up to an hour. Oh, this looks interesting. See the advantage here. Let's just back it up slowly. Okay, play it now. You can watch a scene on YouTube, a clip, a scene from the movie. But you only hear it. You're only hearing the movie in Dolby 424 Matrix. YouTube is still stuck in 424 Matrix. Bloody hell, get with the bloody times, YouTube, for God's sakes. You should be doing at least 7.8 channel bloody sound playback by now, for crying out loud. Yeah, so I'll just listen to it discreet and see if it's exciting or boring. Oh, he's getting pulled in through some... Oh. I'm getting sick and tired of seeing these fucking flashbacks. And more color banding noise I can see. It's just... I knew I was going to get into something really crap here. What the fuck is going on in this scene? Hang on, what the fuck was that? It's like he's watching a home cinema of the Matrix on a projection screen. I mean, was Lana Wachowski doing any drugs that we do not know about? Because this movie is absolute rubbish. What the fuck is this? It's like they're standing in front of a projection screen of the first mate. I can see why this has got an IMDb rating of I don't know, I think it's 4. I think it's got an IMDb rating of 4 or something. I did help it. I gave it a little nudge, because it's like the stormtroopers from A New Hope or Star Wars. These aren't the Matrix we're looking for. Move along, move along. Oh, bloody hell. What the fuck am I watching? It's become a laughing stock. Really. Oh. Let's see. Fucking Google fucking thing is not fucking use this fucking thing. I can't believe some cinemas are still showing this movie. They're so desperate. Well, fucking hell, fuck me. I got my £16 there, so that's added onto the box office. Not that I don't think it's helping that much, because it flopped miserably. Yeah, it's got an IMDb of 5.7. That's not very good on the Richter scale now, is it? And the first one is the first one is 8.7 on the Richter scale. Whoa. Yeah, because it's fresh, isn't it? And the second one, 7.2. I didn't like the second one that much, and I didn't like the third one that much. 6.8 for the third one. But really, the fourth one is plummeted, like crashed and burned at the box office, and it didn't look pretty. What's it say on the Wikipedia? Budget 190 million plus advertisement and everything else. So it's probably a little bit more than 190 million. And it's only made 153. So it hasn't not even made its investment back, nor a profit turnover. It's not made a huge profit turnover. They were probably anticipating it would probably do maybe 800 million at the most. But some of these film studios are really getting far greedier and thinking it should, I think that Spider Home Man, whatever, shouldn't have even done that sort of box office, because I'm not even into Spider-Man movies anymore. I'm totally turned off. I don't even watch the ones with Toby Maguire. I do not watch those anymore. Totally turned off by it. I couldn't care less how much bloody action. How good is the sound mix to that visual image on the screen? Has it got a lot of dialogue panning going on? Yes, I want it to suit me and everyone else to have dialogue panning. That's how we hear fucking things in the real world. We hear individuality of voices. Or is it just going to be just loudly, bloody annoying sound effects blaring from the fucking surround speakers and the screen channel? Well, you got to put your fingers in your ears. Fucking hell. Ticket prices on cinemas today are a lot more expensive than they were years ago. If you would have the ticket prices of say like The Force Awakens really didn't make billions. It didn't. if you were to put the ticket prices of what Star Wars, the original Star Wars, would have played at, it would have made that sort of money. Only because the ticket, and some of that's got to go. Some of that has got to go to the cinema to pay for staff and utilities, and and then the rest of the percentage there goes to the ticket sale for the movie, which is still a lot more than what it used to be. Do I need to see the fucking Matrix again? They are. They're inside a fucking cinema with a screen that's got a tear in the fabric. They're in some sort of auditorium with a. Oh wow! Wow, that exploded. Oh, now I'm getting really pissed off watching this. This movie now is starting to offend me. There was one thing there that I saw. They go onto a train and someone's wearing a mask. You know, these COVID masks, all this fucking shit, with a Matrix rain, pattern on its. This movie's starting to play on my fucking nerves. Felt that in the surrounds. Try that at home. Yeah. COVID mask. Matrix. Asian. It's starting to offend me. I lost 3 family members in 2020. I don't need to see fucking God. I'm getting fucking close to turning this fucking movie off. But how do I throw it in the cat litter box now? How do I get this in the cat litter box? I could bring the cat litter box to it and say, this movie gets the cat litter. It's like they're in what year in the Matrix now? Have they time traveled? And everyone's wearing these masks. You know, I got to put the fucking thing on, but I don't buy these obnoxious masks. You know, that have symbols and all that. I don't buy any of that garbage trash because that's fucking marketing, fucking capitalizing. And I lost 3 fucking family members in 2020, and people were wearing these stupid fucking masks. A normal surgical mask will fucking suffice. Fucking profiting from this fucking makes me fucking angry. You know what I'll do on the fucking film mixers mix, the fucking direct, I'll turn your fucking fader down on this movie. If I would have saw this at the cinema, I would have fucking walked out at that point. I would have fucking walked out. You know what? Fucking had enough of that fucking scene. Oh, and there's more. This movie should have oh look, more of this shit. Like, I tell you, you got to read the fucking reviews. You know, trust the fucking the real people. You know, not these paid fucking shills. Yeah, and the fucking TV there's too fucking small on the fucking matrix for fucking hell. Is it that French guy talking French? Really couldn't give a fucking shit. This fucking thing's fucking annoyed me.
Yes, is that you wrote me as an algorithmic reflection of two forces that helped you become you, Morpheus and Agent Smith. A combo pack of counter programming that was.
Yeah, I'll just mute that. Turn the fader down. Fuck now. That's like really wow, mind blowing. Like, yeah, that's exactly how I fucking feel about this. That's how I fucking feel. Only I'm seriously close to taking my slipper off and fucking throwing it at that fucking Oled. It is very easy to fucking piss me off in fucking 1 second. This is causing me fucking anxiety. You'd have to be seriously, you got to put your brain in a jar and leave it outside in the foyer when you go in and watch this garbage trash. You got to put your brain in a jar, and then you just be sat there in a seat, fucking catatonic. Fuck you, Lana Wachowski, and your fucking crap movie. Can't say much about the looks of that person. Do I have to see more of this shit about flying around? Fucking this shit is fucking annoying. Oh look, some more flashback of the bloody. It's like I can see several things here. I can see several things. It's like everyone's analysing the colour. Oh, have they manipulated it with a little bit more green? Because the Blu-ray 4K is absolute garbage trash. Definitely definitely for the cat litter box. And the Laserdisc is how it looked at the cinema. The first DVD, but it's not as bad. The HDVD, garbage trash. They messed around with the color on it, and it turned certain color, light frequency colors, oversaturated, too much contrast, and washing out detail. You know, so like when you see the train coming toward Neo. You hear that, Mr. Anderson? That's the sound of inevitability. It's the sound of your death. And then he jumps out of the way of the train just as it's coming, and you see 4 headlights on the train. On the 4K, you see a mess. A fucking mess. And that's not what the director, DP, was filming. If I took a picture with my DSLR camera and it looked like No, I'm not publishing that. I'll delete that. I'll try it again. But sometimes you only get once to, you can't get you ain't got your ISO levels and your white balance levels set correctly. When you take, it's going to come out too contrasted. It's going to wash out a lot of other detail that's present in the image in the natural world. You're just going to wash it out. Oh, this guy's breaking a fucking what's he going to start whacking Neo with a sink, like what the scene in the Matrix where the agents and the Smith was what's that? He's using the Force. I'm sure that really had ultra low frequency, probably down to 1 hertz. What is this? This movie is so fucking nerdy. I'm not excited by it. I'm offended. I'm offended by the COVID masks. And you get some stupid thing like that. It's so geeky and nerdy. I've got a 165 IQ, and I don't know why I'm watching this diarrhea crap. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, it looked like a fucking school child fucking wrote the script for this. Yeah. I always think high of the critical drinker, and I think you've got that guy's hilarious, because whether he's genuinely cynical about certain things, or if it's just so he's doing it just to get video ratings and subscribers, but yeah, I think he's probably genuinely there, and well, I could just say this will never be added to my shelf for a Blu-ray UHD ever. I'd rather watch my cat washing himself. Actually, I'd rather watch a chimpanzee washing a cat for a whole hour. That I could just put that shit on pause, totally forget about it. It's just as screensaver will turn on, so I'd rather feed my cat some tuna fish. Oh, magic. Oh, magic. There you go. Oh, yes, quality. Quality. Look at that. I really do not eat tuna fish much myself now. I really do not eat it that much. I used to eat tuna fish like nobody's business, that I even grew a pair of gills. Really don't eat much. I might have a Scotch egg and some baked beans and some spring onion. Maybe. Oh no, I've got to throw that out. That's out of date. Got to get rid of it. I'll give my cats Oh, yeah. I don't eat that. Personally, I do not eat that myself. I give it to my cats because they're carnivore. I'm just not into I'd rather have a plant-based food, you know, because the Matrix tells me it tastes like the real thing. Ignorance is bliss. I tell you, ignorance is bliss bloody watching this fucking garbage trash. I think I've just lost a few of my IQ bloody brain cells watching this fucking trash. All right, visual search it. And the sound mix on it is rubbish. I can imagine the Dolby Atmos with the encode, Dolby Atmos encode, decode, the overhead surround. I can imagine they are pretty crap sounding. Oh! There's a black cat. That's why I came to this. I want to see the black cat. Oh, look, the black cat. Oh, they're having a shoot up at that coffee shop. They're fucking making a right fucking mess of it. Fucking hell, the decorators are going to be fucking cleaning that mess up for a fucking month. Black cat. Yay, black cat. Yeah. Whether you're superstitious or not, I'm not superstitious about black cats. Black cats are lovely. They're lovely. It's so real. That's a short hair. That's a short furred. That's a short furred black cat. Probably a Burmese, short haired. My sooty was a British Bombay, long fur. Oh look! Look! There! Look, there's a cat. Look, black cat. What do you think of the tuna fish? What do you think of the tuna? Wow! I just saw a snowshoe cat. What did you see? I don't know. I saw a snowshoe. A snowshoe is a glitch in the Matrix. It's when it happens twice. Oh, look at you, Bear. What about Bear? What about the magic? You like the tuna? You did? You like the tuna? Yeah, real black. Well, if I look at you this way, look, black cat. Black cat this way, black cat, and tuxedo that way. It's like two cats all in one. Two cats. Isn't it Bear magic? Oh. See, I could do interesting camera angle. Far better than the bloody Matrix Resurrection. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh look, got a bit of glare, a lens glare there on the screen. Oh look at that. Oh look at that. Oh, that was good. That was I saw that. See the eye reflecting there. Oh yeah. Bit of Matrix in there, eh? Come on, let's go and let's go and rub some more salt into the injury on this bloody garbage trash fucking movie. Fucking hell, it's like an open wound. I need a bag of salt and just rub it right in, because it really did piss me off with that COVID mask shit. Oh look, the cat licking itself. It was licking itself. Hey, no clawing bloody carpet up. If you're going to claw anything, go and claw the bloody Oled. I couldn't give a fuck about the Oled. I mean, my cat bear's done that. Because you've got a plastic film that goes over the screen. And what you do is when you buy them, you peel it off. Black cat again. Bears had a go at it there, and I think Sooty as well. I think Sooty had a little, but Bear mostly. It's that bloody what's it guy with Matrix guy thing with the fucking thing stuck to his fucking head. What are you meowing? You're acting like I never fed you. You just had luxurious tuna fish. You know, they serve that up at posh restaurants, you know. I myself, I don't touch it anymore. I might have a tin of tuna fish probably once a month. I used to have tuna fish for breakfast, dinner, and lunch. No, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Yeah, and for a snack as well. And yeah, I was living on tuna fish 24/7. But it was always the same bland meal. It wasn't, you know, it's like you can live on it, survive on it, but it's just bland. I didn't do anything different with it to make it more different. Wow! I think Bear's given his approval on this crap. He doesn't like it. He doesn't like. Oh no! Come on. Yeah. Oh, what is going on with this crap movie now? It's like they're throwing Matrix 1, 2, and 3 into 4. What's this? What's that rubbish? I do not care for any of the characters in this. Oh dear. Oh look! Oh, black cat again. Black cat. Bear. Get off of there. Oh, whoa! I think Bear is a bit excited about. I think the tuna fish has made him hyperactive. I think it's made him hyperactive. Oh, I see you. Well, you want some dreamy biscuit? Yeah, I don't know why they call them dreamy biscuits when you guys don't dream that much. What? Wow. Yeah, I want to see something entertaining. Yeah, man. Look, Bear, my cat Bear picks up ow! No claws. He picks the packet up. He picks it up and walks it off. I've got to move in the way. Whoop. Look, he picks the packet up. That is more exciting than the Matrix Resurrection crap. The other day, he picks it up, runs up and jumps up onto the counter and puts it down near the food bowl. Now that is an intelligent cat. Sooty was very intelligent. Bear Magic, he doesn't do that. He doesn't pick the packet up. Now, okay. 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 All right, Natch. Yeah. Dreamy for your cats. They find it tenderly delicious and succulent, tasty, soft little bits inside. I don't know why. Makes them dream, makes them hyperactive, gives them better, rich color fur oils for their coat. And oh, look at the poor chicken on there. Oh, poor creature. Yeah, I think that's a bit like my cat Bear. Very, very, very happy. Meow. I think that chicken there is kind of like watching this film Matrix Resurrection. It's like kind of like, what the fuck did I just see? Oh, fucking hell, the end credits are playing now. Yeah, the end credits are playing. Crying out loud. Wow. 1 hour, 23 minutes with the live video, so thank goodness I didn't have to go through the whole 2 hours and 30 minutes or whatever it is. Oh, it's definitely a no for watching this again. It doesn't even have an exhilarating Dolby film mix. It's pretty rubbish. Pretty rubbish. But I didn't see the actual ending there. Is it like anything like the first one, I suppose, I guess? I know, you got that the Matrix guy with a fucking thing stuck to his fucking head.
I don't like to think this guy with idea.
Just remind people what a free mind can do.
I forgot. It's easy to forget.
It makes it easy.
That he does.
Something you should think about.
Before we got started, we decided to stop by to say thank you. You gave us something we never thought we could have. Another chance.
I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot. I think I heard a shot.
What the fuck did I... different singers. Same, like, trying to do with the... I wonder if... Hang on. Let's mute this LCR. Oh, yeah, you still get that Matrix going, circling around the surround. Only it's a different sound frequency. So it kind of pans, I think, over the screen channel. It's just the surround. Maybe try the center channel.
Flip like Wilson. Vocals never lacking that finesse.
Mute. Left and right. Mute. Center channel.
I'm like taking photos. Man, girl kicks open the
yeah, I can hear a little bit of that. Oh yeah, Patrick Harris. I find him so goddamn obnoxious. Dream and put it to an end. You better beware of retribution with mind war. 2020 visions and murals with metaphors. That books at work, keeping people calm. You know they 2020 vision. 2020 vision, like 2020 COVID 2020. Fuck off! I told you I'd throw my slipper at it. I will not hesitate, pause, or reflect. I will fucking throw my slipper at the fucking thing. And that's an expensive OLED. I need a punching bag. I really need a punching bag because maybe I could punch the seat. So it'd be like a punching bag, like a rocker. But I don't want to fuck up my cinema seats. Oh, it's got the same sound editor, Dane A. Davis, MPSE. You know, they gave him an Oscar. You know, they give Oscars to, you know, all these, like, yeah, whatever. Couldn't care less. All I can say is this won't get an Oscar nomination for for consideration. And this green matrix thing is a little bit too green. A little bit too green for my taste. I can always turn the color down to black and white. Yeah. Yeah, the mix levels are not very balanced. Several dB too loud on left and right. It's not a very nice balanced mix. Probably won't have the same re-recording mixes as the first one. But the green on here is very, very green. I wonder if I were to turn up the brightness. Turn that brightness right up. Can I see any noise in the black area? Not that I can see. Can't see any. Usually you turn it up and you would see pixelation artifact noise. Apart from the color banding noise, which was bloody annoying. If I saw any of that shit on my, if I would take a picture with my DSLR, I saw any of that, I'll probably get fucking angry. I'll probably throw the fucking camera to the fucking concrete. Different re-recording mixers. Didn't even check to see if it's got the same DP. I think it might have the same DP. I think it might have had the same DP. But it looked like Hang on. Foley. So where did I put the brightness on this? Where was it? Somewhere around... Oh, I forgot what level I had it originally at. I'll stick it at that level, 59, whatever 59 is. Looks black. But I didn't see any pixelation in the black area range of the image. Wow. It's not going to make me rush out and buy the soundtrack mixed to this movie. I didn't time. I haven't timed the end credit. I forgot to time it. I could do it again. I think I could just do it right now. I'll just look at the time frame and the what's it? How long's the end credit run for? Because years ago, there was this sort of thing with like films having long title opening with pretty good film score. Noticeably, say Superman the movie. Almost 5 minutes, I think, just for the opening, and something like 6 or 7 minutes for the closing credits. And it just had a pretty damn good score. In fact, pretty damn good movie. On a sort of like a operatic scale. This garbage, bloody hell. Not even that. Oh God, flying off like hand in hand, like what look like something out of fucking Mary Poppins, for God's sake. Fucking annoying shit. So 16. 16. 16. 16. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 20, 11 fucking minutes on end credits? Fucking hell. 11 minutes? I tell you, one fucking garbage trash movie that had ridiculous lengthy end credit. Alien versus Predator. I think it had some stupid like because it's PAL DVD. PAL. I think the Region 2 DVD, if I will add Alien versus Predator, the end credits, I think clock in nearly the whole length of a whole fucking reel of film, which is 20 fucking minutes. This fucking Matrix is clocking in at fucking 11 minutes. That's long. That's way, I know that is way longer than the original. Yeah, this sound effect. Yeah, that sound effect as it's matrixing around the circling around. I actually didn't even notice it the first time at the cinema because the Odeon downtown, their surround layout was pretty crap because they refurbished their surround speakers and because of the auditorium was circular, used to be Cinerama with overhead surround speakers for Cinerama, late 1960s. Yeah, eat that, Dolby Labs. Or a 3D. You ain't got shit on that. But some idiot decided to put the JBL overheads, JBL speakers way up, too high up above the audience. Even though the speaker's got a slight 15-degree angle, and even though some sound will come down at an off axis in some high frequency, but very high frequencies would totally go past your hearing. You wouldn't notice it. You play a sine wave tone, you wouldn't fucking notice it. What they should have done with the auditorium is take out 2 rows of the back seating, so you got at least 7 foot between the back wall and then the back row and the first back row seating, so you got a bit of distance there. And then line the speakers, at least the auditorium wouldn't have most auditoriums sometimes have 6 speakers going on the back wall. But I would have say for that auditorium, at least 8 would have to cover. So you got a left half, right half surround, split surround, left half, right half. And then put all the rest of them speakers going down the side walls. They used 16 speakers and they totally fucked it all up. Whoever had the bright idea sticking them up there. And between the projection port window and the overhang up in front, between the width of the overhang, I think there's like 1, 2, 3. I think there's 4 seats, and they put the surround speakers in front on this very odd bit of shape of the wall where it's say like hair shaped, and then it goes flat across and then curves, the angle curves, and they put the speakers like, you ain't going to get a surround effect. Anything that appears to be like a rear back surround effect or whatever is going to be in front of you. I only heard part of the surround when I watched movies there, but it wasn't that good. In fact, the original overhead surround speakers, when they were just playing before Dolby Digital was installed in 1999, the Matrix overhead surrounds, or mono matrix, that's 424 matrix for a CP50 processor. They sounded pretty damn good. And there were only 6 speakers overhead, pretty high up, and the radiation pattern frequency from a single speaker would cover quite a bit of range, and so when you got them all playing, it gives a pretty good effect. I could take my slipper off again and throw it at the fucking OLED. These end credits are taking the piss. What they fucking think this movie is? Superman the movie? I'll tell you what, it is a fucking stinker, because it's like Alien versus Predator with fucking end credits running almost 20 fucking minute long. Most people turn the fucking thing off. Most people walk out this cinema. It's only some film buffs or such, or projectionists, or some projectionists, not all projectionists. Some might think, fucking hell, this movie, crying out, I only project it, I don't make these movies. You know, if you got other booths, you think, well, bloody hell, this one is better than that one. Subjectively, that movie here, that's better than this overrated garbage trash. Overrated landladies, garbage trash. Oh. So I've not watched this movie properly to see whether it's got a landlady garbage trash reference. I only have to search on YouTube to see if it's got, you know, Matrix Resurrections, landlady garbage. It probably has. Really couldn't give a fuck. The music sucks on this movie. I don't know what, I just saw the brightness level increase. I think it's because the OLED is sensing, you know, even though you got a visual, you know, something visually moving, it's not static. But I did notice that the brightness go up slightly, a nudge automatically, unless it's actually on the movie itself, or if it's the censoring device on the OLED, and it's because if you pause a while, automatic sensor would lower down the contrast, brightness level, or the backlighting. It lowers it down. Because it knows it's not in proper active use, I guess. It'd be like burning, you know, burning. You could get burn-in with actual film in the days of 35mm. If the film got jammed in the film gate, if the film gets jammed in the film gate and it's exposed to hot light for too many seconds too long, it would melt because it's very hot light. And, you know, these OLEDs and all that, they get a certain temperature. They get warm, but not like those rubbish plasma TVs. That garbage trash. Fucking hell, a load of garbage. Touch the bloody thing. It feels like a radiator. You wouldn't need a fucking radiator during the winter time, and you can play a fucking video with a fireplace on your fucking TV, and it's actually putting out heat, rising. Yeah, I don't know. I think the brightness is nudged down, very subtle. It's nudged down. The brightness has gone down a bit on this. Because and it's just gone a bit brighter there. Boom. Just went a bit more brighter there. Is this actually near the fucking end now? Because I see music water tower, so it's got to be right near to the end now. Just pause it. Yeah. It's about a minute. About 1 minute. Fucking hell. So I was able to talk through this. Fucking hell. Oh, I tell you, it's giving me anxiety. Oh, uh-oh. I'm just being offended by the word IMAX. Hold on while I take my slipper off. Fuck off! Fucking IMAX. Fuck you, IMAX Corporation. You ruined the Empire you ruined the Empire Leicester Square. You fucking cunts. Get that fucking IMAX trademark fucking logo out of my fucking face. Interesting here how they don't call it Dolby Atmos here on the Incorrect. They just say Dolby. So I'm guessing it's not Dolby Atmos. But it did play in an Atmos screen downtown. But you see, this adds confusion now. That adds confusion. What are they fucking smoking? Who does the who decides on what logo should be used? What are they fucking smoking? Not that I give a fuck. Thank goodness we won't have to see a fucking fifth one on a sixth. Wow, that was really pretty. What's this at the end?
Face reality, people. Movies are dead. Games are dead. Narrative? Dead.
Media is nothing but neural trigger response and viral conditioning.
Wait, what are you two talking about?
Movies are fucking dead. Movies are dead. They're just. I mean, this doesn't look like a fucking movie, you know. To me, this just looks like a fucking made for TV. Cheap, made for TV. And yeah, I don't know what would Sir David Lean say here. Movies are original. Television isn't. That's how David Lean spoke. He spoke that sort of tone. Movies are original. Television isn't. Kind of spoke like that. Film art is it's dead. It's dead in the water.
Cat videos.
What we need is a series of videos that we call the cat tricks.
Oh, I could have said that. The cat tricks. Oh yeah, that's easy to say. Or like the Terminator, the Milkinator, the milk innator, because they just keep milking the same garbage trash, same movie for fucking blue 4K, 8K, even 50K, so it's still going to look shit transfer on 50K when that format disc comes out. Oh, yeah, they'll still keep the physical around, because everybody got to keep physical, kids. I gotta keep physical. Disc. I don't like the Warner logo shield here. It looks pretty crap. So is that the new design for the Warner logo shield now? It looks pretty shit. Oh, so a bit more color banding noise there, or whatever the fuck that is. And I can see some color banding here. On that, I can see some color banding noise. It's always on fucking Amazon. I do not care. I'm gonna definitely write up a review on Amazon for this. Garbage trash. You even help your landlady take out the garbage trash movie to the cat litter box. Get it out of my face. Fuck off. You're damn right I want to fucking exit. Fuck off. Oh. It's something that's way better. Oh yeah. Yeah, good old Region 1 DVD. Yeah. I don't know, I think too much Matrix can hurt your head.
Please remove any metallic items from carrying, keys, loose change.
Holy shit.
Holy shit!
Back up, back up.
Stand back up.
Oh, wow. 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 Oh, that low end. Whoa. Woof. Oh, woof. Spin and turn and boom. They're going to be cleaning that place up for maybe a couple of months, I think. Definitely. Look at the damage. Whoa. Yeah. 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 Wow. 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 Wow, that bass. And the mid-rate and the HF on is pretty cool. Pretty cool. Just mute the HF on. So you have more of that guitar, the bass guitar. Boom, 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 boom. All the debris on the surround. This is what I call a monitoring JBL THX cinema. Because this is purely for monitoring. Pure monitoring. Oh, I like seeing DVD noise. I like seeing that. It's a heck of a lot better than seeing all that bloody color banding shit on that UHD streaming. Oh. Whoosh. What I can't understand is real debris. With all those debris flying around, you would get splinters in your eyes, and then you're in serious trouble because it would be so painful. It would just stop you doing anything because you just want to get it out your eye. You know, there is debris flying all over the place. You know, but all the stunts and whatever, they are probably wearing safety whatsits. But in a real world, you don't have that option. You would get debris in your eye, and you'd be in serious trouble. I just noticed it after seeing this movie 50 times, 60 times. You notice how I say 50 or 60? Probably maybe 100, maybe less than 100. Actual watching it, you know, fully. When some people say, oh, yeah, I've seen that movie 1,000,000 times, I would think, yeah? 1,000,000 times? You've seen that movie 1,000,000 times? I find that very hard to believe. Had you said, I've seen it a few hundred times, that I could believe. But when someone says 1,000,000, I think, fucking hell, you gotta be watching that literally 24/7. You know, whether you're working, you're probably watching it where you work. When you go home, driving, you probably got it playing in the car, and then you get indoors, and then you're watching it again, and then you go to bed, even though you go into a REM, and you probably still got it playing. You probably hear it in your subconscious. Yeah, you do get some people. Me, it's occasional now. It's occasional. But who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll get back into this sort of thing, because this now is like considered like artwork, and the resurrection is just garbage. Landladies, garbage trash. No, actually, it's landladies, cat litter, deja vu, garbage trash, because that's what it fucking felt like. What I was watching, fucking deja fucking vu. I had to see that fucking garbage. But look, fucking my cat. They've opened the cupboard. What the fuck? They're raiding the food. Look, what the fuck is that? Swiping. Fucking hell, Bear, you got an attitude. You have got an attitude, you have. Fucking hell, you've got to put something around the cupboard here, stop them getting in. Yeah. God, my cats have got an attitude. You got an attitude, you have there. Yes, you do. Come here. Oh, you're getting big. Yeah, you are. You're getting big. He hates being picked up. But Magic, he likes it. Oh, you like it. You don't mind, do you, Madge? You don't mind being picked up. There we go. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh. It was like watching Deja Vu. It was garbage. Landladies, pure garbage trash. I'm live video. I'm live videoing. Oh look, see that? It's like Deja Vu. It was god awful. Why did I have to put in? Why did I have to put in all those flashbacks, especially the bit in the movie where they're in a cinema and you got a projection screen that's ripped and they're projecting it on the. I think, what the fuck am I watching? What was Lana Wachowski? What was she smoking? I like some of it. That movie's got a 4.8 on the IMDb. The first Matrix on DVD now I'm playing because I got to get the bad taste out of my eyes, what I'd just seen.
That's very good. Yeah, we both like that one. Naturally,
It was
bad taste. That one.
Because it was just. Yeah. What was the logic? And you, well, hey, guess what? I played back some scenes, and I thought, well, this scene's looking annoying. What's going on? Am I seeing pixelation? And I think, no, that pixelation is the actual movie. They're pixelating the characters, where you didn't see that too much in the first one, sort of thing, now and then. Because I thought the TV was faulty, or the film was faulty. But I saw color banding noise all over that UHD 4K. Color banding noise was all over it.
What about the film? Don't talk about the production. What about the film?
The color banding is an artifact. It's a color and annoying artifact.
What did you think?
Garbage. It was. What did I think of the story? Say that. What did I think of the story? It was garbage trash.
It was, wasn't it?
Phil.
Well, not garbage trash. It was.
There was a scene in the.
For words, aren't you? You're actually lost for words, aren't you?
There was a scene in the movie where they go into that cinema and they go out into a train. The moment I started seeing COVID masks, I flipped. I lost it. I took my fucking slipper off on the live video and fucking threw it at the fucking TV. I fucking lost it, Phil.
£2,000 OLED television.
I'll gladly do it again. Don't make me. I'll gladly do it again. I did it twice. I did it. The movie totally offended me. When I saw that COVID mask.
Don't take it out on the screen.
All these COVID masks are stupid. I just wear a normal surgical one. None of these.
Okay, well,
because they're marketing. They're marketing on COVID masks. They're making money out of it. I lost my dad, my uncle, my cat because of all that fucking nonsense. And I lost it. I saw this COVID mask on someone and it's a Matrix. I just took my slipper and threw it at the fucking TV. It offended me.
Anyway, I think it would be much better if they had made a story where man and machine were living together, trying to make it work, and people volunteering to go into the Matrix, but there was a subversive undertone that was secretly recruiting people, subverting them to go back to the Matrix against their will, and Neo comes and saves the human race, that something like that. But the whole storyline was actually just about saving Neo. And I just thought, that's disappointing.
I didn't know, because you know what I did? I pressed the remote and I was shuttling through the movie. I watched it in less than... The movie's running time is 2 hours, 37 minutes. Do you know the end credits played for fucking 11 minutes?
Yeah, but you like those, don't you?
I like end credits, but the end credits are 11 minutes. The original one plays less than that. That has been a ongoing trend over the years. Superman the movie.
What about hold on? What about Star Wars? Star Wars. The end of Star Wars films. They go on forever.
The first Star Wars, I think the end credit play for about, I think it's 5-6 minutes.
What about where it goes to episode 1?
Phantom Menace.
Revenge of the Sith.
Phantom Menace.
What's the first one?
Phantom Menace.
Phantom Menace. Yeah. You listen to the I've listened to it. The ending credits on that. Lovely music. Fantastic music.
Yeah, it is. It is cool. It is cool. Very operatic. Very
fantastic.
A lot of, well, if you hear it on a good system, you feel a lot of bass and brass and string movement. And you'd really you'd be tripping yourself. You'd be tripping. You'd be, wow. But the longest end credits I've noticed on a fucking movie that was absolute garbage trash, like Resurrections, was Alien vs Predator. End credits are 20-minute long. That's the whole length of a film reel. When films come in cans into a cinema, they're usually in a can, and that's 20 minutes, usually 20 minutes for a film reel. On the Region 2 DVD, it's about 15 minutes because you've got to take in the account that it's playing at a higher film rate speed. If I had a Region 1 DVD, it'd be about 20 minutes just for the end credits. And the movie was garbage. Oh.
Yeah, I must admit, the Matrix story, it was disappointing. It didn't grip me like the first one did at all. The opposite. I actually found myself looking at the watch a few times, which is never a good sign in a film.
I mean, I could tell that now is all CGI on the hanging on wires with a green screen behind it and everything painted in afterwards and mapping and mapping the angles and everything and getting everything to look like wow. Yeah, we've seen all this before.
I did notice on Matrix 2 when Neo has the fight with all the Agent Smiths in the courtyard just after he's spoken to the Oracle. You look at the end sequences of that fight, they are computer generated completely. They're not even real person. They are entirely computer generated, and you can see the point at which it changes. It's when he has the pole that he's pulled out of the ground, smashed the concrete lump on it, and it's when he's swirling it round, and you see them all bending back, coming back up again.
Yeah.
And then he jumps off their heads, and he's jumping up across all the Agent Smiths. Off the top of them, they're trying to grab him. Obviously, that is all computer generated. You can see it. If you look, you don't even need to look that closely. You can see the difference because it was still early days of good quality CGI, and you can see it's disappointing to me now. It's put in gradually. You get about 2 seconds of it, and then it goes back to normal reality. Then there's about 4 or 5 seconds of it, and then a bit more normal fighting, and then you get a 15-second segment of him doing the impossible. And then at the end, it goes back to normal when they've all piled on top of him.
Yeah.
That's actually him. But otherwise, for about 15 seconds of that fight at the end, it's not him. It's completely computer generated. No suits, no mapping, nothing. Completely polygon vectored and computer generated, which I found disappointing. I would have preferred less dynamic and impossible moves and keep it general CGI.
You know what you should be? You should go to these test screenings, screening tests, and then they ask the audience, about everything, about the picture, the story, or what, and they make change. They can make changes.
The thing is that it took me about 4 or 5 at least times watching it to actually notice it and to see it. The first time I watched it, you notice there's something not right, but you're still absorbed in the action. But once you know the action, then you start looking at the detail, which is what you do, and you can see the point more and more at which it changes. That's my only criticism of Matrix 2. My only criticism. I don't have any other criticism. Matrix 2 is the one. Matrix 2 is the best film. It's got everything in it. It's got some of the best lines I've ever heard in a film, which is French is one of the most beautiful languages to curse in. And he says that expletive, and then he says it's like wiping your ass with silk. I mean, that line is just formidable. It really is. It's superb. It's as good as the film. He's a really famous actor that did the Merovingian that played that part. I think his wife, Persephone, was absolutely spot on, the actress. She was perfect. Especially when she kisses Neo in the toilets. That scene is absolutely fantastic.
I haven't played Resurrection, Reloaded, or anything.
Reloaded.
I haven't played it in 8 years. Oh, there it is.
But it's the motorway scene. I'm sure you've looked at the added extra features on the DVD where they have dialogue and documentary on how the scenes were actually created, and they called them events. And they actually built, for the motorway scene, they built the motorway out of plywood and tarmac. And the sides are plywood, but they're CGI'd.
Oh yeah, because of all the stupidity and the stunts. I don't think anyone would let them go on. That's and then just wreck the infrastructure of the road, and build your own and
that's right.
Build your own and wreck it.
Riding the motorbike against the traffic. Most of the traffic wasn't there. That was added later.
And also closing down. And also there is the other politics of closing down a motorway. Well, they call them free.
And she had to learn to ride a motorbike for that scene. She'd never ridden a motorbike for that scene. She had to learn. It took about 6-7 weeks.
I don't like motorbikes myself. I find them too scary. That you can have a serious fatal accident.
Yes, you can.
I mean, I only had a moped one time. And I was cleaning it, but I had the engine running and it was on the stand and it slipped. And I had my hand on the throttle and it dragged me along the ground, just like one of those Looney Tune cartoons.
Was John there by any chance?
No, it wasn't. But my bloody legs were gashed. It ripped the hole in my jeans and my legs were gashed. Because it was like being dragged along, tarmac in the driveway. I don't like motorbikes. I'm a bit scared about them. You could have a serious bloody fatal accident.
No, I do have another criticism of Matrix 2. That is right at the end when Neo stops those
Sentinels.
What do they call them? Sentinels in real life with his hand. I thought that overstepped the line.
What, he's Luke Skywalker, that he's got the Force.
Like he's really in real life. He has this telekinetic power. I thought that spoiled it.
Yeah, you see it in this Matrix 4, and he does the whoosh, like a force punch in a bloody Star Wars movie, and you see all this.
In the Matrix. That's when he's in the Matrix. I'm talking about in the real world when he was underground.
Yes, that's right. Yes, that's right. Because he was in the real world because the Sentinels were chasing them in the real world. Yeah,
that's right. And the Nebuchadnezzar had just been blown up by the one of the Sentinel bombs.
No.
Just got out in
I
time.
think that was someone that planted a bomb on it and sabotaged it.
Oh no, a Sentinel bomb got sent towards it, and they had to get out quick. I think was it a bomb? I don't know.
No, I think it was, but someone did sabotage the ship, so it would. Yeah. It would get blown to bits.
Otherwise, apart from those two minor points, I would say that the Matrix 2 is the best film, second to with Matrix 1 being a very close second. Alien and Aliens. No, Alien, I think, is my third favourite sci-fi. Alien, just for the ambience. The ambience of Alien, and I bet it must be gorgeous on your system. The absolute ambience of that film sends you out there. Every time I watch it, I feel like I'm out there. It's fantastic. Fantastic. The direction was fantastic. Brilliant. Brilliant. And I'm glad the director didn't sully himself with getting involved in Alien 4, because that was Resurrection. That was ridiculous.
No, yeah, it's like Matrix Resurrection. Yeah, it's a fourth movie.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a fourth movie. Yeah.
And the Wachowski brothers, Wachowski, however you pronounce it, obviously knew where the end of the film should be, end of the trilogy should be, and I think they picked the right point. I think it should have been a trilogy because there's so much in it. I just wish they picked a slightly different ending. I think it was okay. I mean, there was a good fight between Smith and him. I think it played a bit heavy on it, but they should have explained more about Smith, about what his role was. You know, how he could have been a previous version of the Matrix that didn't work, or no, he's the anomaly, isn't he? He's the opposite of Neo. He's the opposite. But I don't know. They could have done a bit more. I don't know. It was okay. It was okay. I thought the third Matrix was a leap of faith too. That's what I feel.
There you go.
Out of control.
Oh, fantastic. Here it is.
Causality. There is no escape from it. We are forever slaves to it. Our only hope, our only peace is to understand it, to understand the why. Why is what separates us from them. You from me. Why is the only real source of power? Without it, you are powerless. And this is how you come to me. Without why, without power. Another link in the chain. But fear not. Since I have seen how good you are at following orders, I will tell you what to do next. Run back and give the fortune teller this message. Our time is almost up. Now I have some real business to do, so I will say adieu and goodbye. This isn't over. Oh yes, it is. The keymaker is mine, and I see no reason why I should give him up. No reason at all.
Where are you going?
Please, ma chérie, I've told you, we are all victims of
Persephone, she's gorgeous too.
I drink too much wine. I must take a piece.
I need to take a piece.
Cause and effect. Oh well.
Oh wow.
Touch me, and that hand will never touch anything again.
The hand touches them. Again. Brilliant.
Well, that didn't go so well. Are you certain the Oracle didn't say anything else? Yes.
Dude, you missed out the swearing bit. You missed out the best line.
I don't know. I've not played it in quite a while. I'm just jumping through the chapters.
Go back to the beginning of the meeting with Melvin Jr. Nom de Dieu, putain de merde, de salade de panade, d'enculé de ta mère.
I don't know. I'm only guessing where
it's before the orgasmic cake. It's before the cake. Yeah.
Something to eat? Fing?
There.
Of course, such things are contrivances like so much here.
Hold the camera still. Hold the camera still.
Thank you. Yes, of course.
Fucking camera still.
Who has time? But then if we do not ever take time, how can we ever have time?
Move your hand, you gave
Château Aubryon, 1959. Magnificent wine. I love French wine. Like I love the French language.
Here we come.
I
Here
have
we go.
sampled every language. French is my favorite. Fantastic language. Especially to curse with. Nom de Dieu, de putain de bordel de merde de saloperie de connard d'enculé de ta mère. It's like wiping your ass with silk. I love it.
Oh,
You know why
sublime.
we are here.
What a line.
I am a trafficker of information. I know everything I can. The question is, do you know why you are here? We are looking for the keymaker. Oh, yes.
Ah, yes.
The keymaker, of course.
No, the what? But you do
But
not know
this
the
is not a
why.
reason, this is not a why. The keymaker himself is very nature as means, it is not an end. And so, to look for him is to be looking for a means to do what?
What?
You know the answer to that question. But do you?
Yes, but
You think you do, but you do not. You are here because you were sent here. You were told to come here and then you obeyed. It is, of course, the way of all things. You see, there is only one constant, one universal. It is the only real truth. Causality. Action, reaction, cause, and effect. Everything begins with choice. No, wrong. Choice is an illusion created between those with power. And those
Oh,
without.
got a comment about the blue haired.
Who's that woman? My God, just look at her. Affecting everyone around her, so obvious, so bourgeois, so boring. But wait. What, you see, I have sent her a dessert. A very special dessert.
Wow.
I myself.
Wow, that was good.
It
That was good. It sounded like going into the
simply.
Matrix.
Each line of the program creating a new effect, just like poetry. First,
I wonder how many bit calories that cake has got.
heat, the heart flutters.
Too many
You
bits.
see here what?
You get plump.
She does not understand why. Is it the wine? No. What is it and what is the reason? And soon it does not matter. Soon the why and the reason are gone. And all that matters is the feeling itself. And this is the nature of the universe. We struggle against it, we fight to deny it, but it is, of course, pretense, it is a lie. Beneath our poised appearance, the truth is we are completely out of control.
of control.
Causality. There is no escape from it. We are forever slaves to it. Our only hope, our only peace is to understand it, to understand the why. Why?
Why did I have to watch the resurrection?
Why is the only
Yeah,
real
why
source of
did
power?
you?
Why? Why? Why?
Oh, Ashley.
At least I'm not going to have nightmares about that movie now. Thank goodness. So it was rental was £16, and my cat Bear's on top of the Bear. Get down. So it's £16 rental. So I'd watched a few scenes back now and then. So I got my money's worth out of £16 because had I go to a cinema and watch that, I would have had to pay £16 again and again and again and again and again. The movie.
Ashley, you haven't actually given the film a fair chance.
I don't want to give it a fair chance. It was absolute freaking rubbish. Everybody saw it coming. Everybody, you know, was going to know it was going to be a load of rubbish, and there'd been reviews for it. And one person does reviews, and he's is very biased and very honest and spot on. You know, unlike other people that review, that are paid to give it a review and say nice things about it and paid. I can't stand shills. I can't stand shills. Yeah, get out. Just so they can get high ratings on their bloody YouTube channel and lots of bloody subscribers. That movie just, I will just erase it from the Matrix. I'm just gonna, it never happened. It never happened. You know, it's just, its budget was 190 million and it's only made 158 million. And they're still trying to play it at cinemas. And most cinemas are, most Odeon cinemas will charge you £16. If you go to Odeon in London, I think their tickets are like £50. That's absurd. That's just bloody absurd and greedy. Why they're just putting up ticket prices. You know, if you had the ticket prices of what were they were back in the 1970s with Star Wars, Jaws, Poseidon Adventure, Airport Disaster movies, you know, those films did big sort of regular box office. Jaws took a bite at the box office because it was just, you know, it took a big bite. Star Wars just toppled it. But the ticket prices weren't expensive. And yet, you know, you put the ticket prices and then the inflation and all that to what they are today, to, you know, movies like that, Star Wars Force Awakens, it wouldn't even make anything near 2 billion. And it wouldn't even probably be anywhere near 500 million, because everyone would see it was garbage trash. Because the ticket prices are so damn pricey. A percentage goes to the cinema, a percentage goes to the film itself, because, you know, they split the money. You know, cinema's got to keep surviving to show films. You know, they don't make them, they show them. But the prices are damn expensive today, and cinema is dead. Right at the end of the Matrix, right at the end of the film, they say film is dead. You got these people talking at the end of the movie, film is dead, cinema is dead, and all this. And that's very true. That movie was dead on arrival. I don't know. I'm just slowly watching Matrix 2 here now. I'm kind of, I like the color. You know, it looks more or less how I saw it at the cinema back in the time. The color, you know, looks more or less the same. Unless I had a 35mm print to prove otherwise, the color is being manipulated. Oh, yeah, the key maker. Yeah. Bear, get out of there. Bear. I gave him some of that tuna fish, and he's on steroids. That tuna fish must be very, very addictive. He's gone really nuts and crazy. Meow. Meow. Oh, purple, blue. Oh, yeah. Oh, blue haired. I wouldn't know anything about blue haired Matrix girl. I wouldn't know, because I didn't watch that movie in real time. I skipped through it. It was just terrible. It's just dreadful. There, what are you doing? Meow. Meow. Where's Magic? Is he in there? Oh, meow. Wow. Whoa, I just saw a tuxedo. Did it look the same? Kinda. Oh, that's a glitch in the Matrix. It happens. Woo. I saw a kitty cat upside down. Was it the same one? I don't know. Maybe. Oh, it's a glitch in the Matrix. Oh dear. Oh my goodness me. What day is it? Is it Saturday? Oh. Yeah, you could have come over and watched it. We could have watched it on the projector. What? But the sound mix on it was absolute rubbish. It was rubbish. What a rubbish sound mix. Yeah, I threw my slipper at the Oled a second time on the end credits. I don't like seeing the word imax. The word imax makes me very angry. IMAX, they ruined the Empire Leicester Square. Our British heritage, fucking Empire Leicester, they fucking tarnished the place, tarnished it. But they've been doing that to cinemas for quite a while. Eventually, you know, had the Odeon still be downtown, it would be only inevitable, a matter of time, until someone would have figured, and they would have tarnished the upstairs auditorium and turned it into maybe 4 screens, 4 small screens. It's just figuring out how to design it, the structural design, and just rip it all out and just turn it into a shoebox bloody auditorium for video projectors. I think cinema today is just far fucking too greedy. Or it's the big fish in these film company studios. They're just can't stand sitting in a fucking small auditorium.
Oh, Parasite's on.
What's Julie ranting about in the background? Parasites?
Oh, you're right. Yeah.
Parasites? All this kung fu jumping around. Oh, ah!
So there is some telly on, but not a bit.
Bear? What the fuck? What drugs are you on, Bear?
Oh, right, so tell him to give me some.
Do they stick any drugs in bloody tuna fish? I'll have to do some research. Does tuna fish make a cat go hyperactive? It's on bloody steroids. What the? There. Yeah. He's an alpha male. He's a bully. He bullies magic. Pisses me off, it does. He's been bloody picking a fight all day with magic. Matt Bear, what are you boy doing? I should have brought that other cat scratching thing, you know. But cats, they find their own scratching post, you know. They find their own scratching post. My dad's cat used the tree out in the garden. My dad showed me where the bark is on the tree, and where his cat Mal had been raking it for years. It showed, you know. And look at that. I got all these scratching posts on the climbing tree. Most of them are shredded already. They're shredded. Bear has done it. He's a pretty strong cat. He's an alpha bully, alpha male. Right. Totally shredded. Shredded. Fucking hell, I don't need a paper shredder. I'll just use a cat. Do the paper shredding, mad bear. Yeah, fucking hell. Cheeky kitty. Yeah, yesterday he takes some paper out of a plastic bag and then pees on it. Oh, this is the motorbike chase on the motorway.
Hold on a sec, Ash. Hold on one sec.
Wow, that car sound panning. Turn up the fader. Boom, 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 boom.
Operator, Link, where am I? You're not going to believe this. We're all up in the mountains.
Up in the mountains?
Oh, shit. What? Those twin things are up northeast in Trinity, and I don't have a way to get them out. We're on the middle of the city, 500 miles due south.
Ooh, do a Superman. Whoosh.
Operator, get us out of here, Link. That won't be easy, sir. I know. We're inside the core network. Yes, sir. The only exit I got near you is the Winslow overpass. Off the freeway.
Off the freeway.
Fine. We'll make it.
Sir, I think I should say. Oh shit! Look out behind you.
Incoming fire. Go! Are you watching this, Link? Yes, sir. There's no points on you. I'm in 8 units headed your way. Any suggestions? Turn right. Right now. Now, straight here, go to the next venture, hit a connecting tunnel to the 101. Got it. Sir, are you sure about this? The freeway, I mean, it's dangerous. In 14 years of operating, I've never seen... Link, what did I tell you? Yes, sir. I do so. Winslow overpass. I'll be ready for you.
Good man.
You always told me to stay off the freeway.
Yes, that's true.
You said it was suicide.
Then let us hope that I was wrong.
Operator.
Link, it's Niobe. We've been sent to bring you in. I need to talk to Morpheus.
Believe me, Niobe, he needs you.
Where is he?
Just follow the sirens.
Wow.
Repeat, they're approaching. We have them now.
The Exile is the primary target.
Whoa. 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 Wow. 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 Wow, that bass.
We are getting aggravated.
Yes, we are. Wow. Whoa, holy moly. Wow, that was a bass kick. Whoa. Oh, let's just fade that down for a moment. A lot of the bass that you feel in movies and all that, particularly with certain scenes, is so exaggerated because in the real world, you wouldn't feel it. You would hear it. You wouldn't feel it. It's impossible. Laws of physics. It's impossible. It would take a certain object or sound to be magnified. The sound would have to be magnified tenfold for it to be felt at a given distance away. But all these car crashes and where the camera is placed and is like 50 feet away, you wouldn't feel it. You would only hear it. But it's interesting. It's interesting in movies. Wow. Wow. Whoa. Wow. Wow. Holy shit balls. Wow. Wow. Oh yeah, definitely a plus.
Let's go.
Oh dear. I tell you what, Phil. This will knock your socks off seeing this again. It'll knock your socks off hearing THX. It will knock your socks off. It's cool. You feel the bass. I feel it a lot more better than I did on the other JBL system. I can feel a lot more the bass in it. It's definitely my demo scene. The motorway chase is definitely my demo. Yeah, it's not too bright. It's not too bright. It's not too harsh. It doesn't hurt my ears because I've got the audio limiters on, so to keep any high peaks from ripping your bloody ears off. So you get a lot of that freaking bass, but you still get transparency, localization, and providing on the listener and how they how they know how the LCR should perform and work with a decent film mix. You know, where the LCR are placed behind the screen, because mostly you go to a cinema and you're blind listening. I don't know where the speakers are. I know they might be JBL because I can see the surround speakers are JBL, so I assume certain model behind the screen, but their actual positioning, I don't know. Usually halfway of the screen height. But physically seeing them, yeah. But I know where my screen speakers are. 5 of them. I'm only using 3 screen at the moment. I'm not using 5 screen. 5 screen is mental. And a bit more bass. Wow.
She means nothing. 5 the exile. We have them. 1 out of 12. Make it fun.
Whoa, wow. I like that sound when you go under a bridge and you get that sound. You always get that brief sound where it sounds like going in I suppose an aeroplane, and you get that pressure on the ear because you pass it, because there's a boundary above you, and you go under a bridge and there's a boundary above you, and it changes the air pressure and certain sound waves. It changes it briefly. I like that effect they put into the movie, but not totally like physical with a speakers overhead and with a decent overhead surround mix. That should be fully active all the time, but carefully choreographed to where you got to put sound effects and sound and what so forth. I think my camera's got to go. I've got to turn the camera off now, Phil, so I've got to go and put it on charge. Phil, wait, hey! I got to put the camera on charge. It's on red line. Okay, turn off. Battery's redlining. Oh. Oh, you all right now, Mads Bear? I don't know what drugs you were on. Maybe it's you saw that Matrix cat, you know. Kind of got you excited, huh? 20%. Wow, I tell you, this really kicks. The bass is wow on these JBLs. I've not played this movie in 8 years or something. Wow. Don't have to go to the THX cinema. The THX mountain comes to me.
We have them. 1 out of 12. Make it fun.
Wow. I like that sound going under the bridge. Woof.
We have them. 1 out of 12. Make it fun.
Whoa.
Get down.
Whoa, wow, that's cool. Wow. This looks a bit dated now. Fighting on the truck. I think it looked dated even at the time because of the photographic quality. It just, it just doesn't look real because there's something about the background element, and it just doesn't, it just looks out of place. It's like rear projection. I suppose they could have, I don't know what other options they could have had, but they could have done it so you got some real background that's moving and create a sort of, so it looks photochemically natural, what you would see in the real world, but this just looks fake. Just looks fake now. Fake because I know no one in their right mind would be having a fight on top of a truck without fear of falling off and getting squashed by the truck. Yeah, they could have done it another way, and it would have looked really. But you still got to do all the wire effects and such, so flipping around and all that, and then CGIing out all the wires. But that's all green screen. Oh, wow. Feel all the body punches, all the Foley. How much LFE is there on this? All right, quite a bit of LFE, even though my LFE's on mute at the moment. Just like Morpheus would say in Escape from Precinct 13 or whatever it was. Oh, shit's on pause. So I've got the LFE on pause at the moment because you should get sufficient bass from the LCR. That more or less covers the same frequency range as the LFE sub. When you think about it, if you filter the LCR channel or the LF channel and put the crossover filter to more or less mimic the same as the LFE. Sometimes you hear more or less the same sound effects that are on the LCR that are in the LFE, and they're not quite totally discrete. Some movies where I can hear it, where it sounds totally discrete, but other movies I can hear it's like, it sounds like the LCR, but they've just done extra filtering on it, and they just like that movie San Andreas kind of bored me because I played it, the scene where the table shakes, the cutlery is shaking, and then listening back and forth to the LFE and then the LF LCR, it almost seemed the same. Otherwise, I think the seismic wave should have been a lot more lower frequency because the table's shaking. And then trying to duplicate that in the home or a cinema. Well, for starters, you've got to have an actual table in the auditorium or in your room to see if that table actually starts shaking with the cutlery, knife and fork on top of the table. Not a water jug in your seat to see whether it vibrates. Jurassic Park. Because that effect is done with a piano string or something that they used and plucked it and created the vibration. Otherwise, the sound effect wasn't there and put in post-production. Otherwise, you actually play the movie, it doesn't really do that. Even a tank or an excavator coming down a road would only cause so much tactile mechanical vibration in the ground that you might notice a kind of vibration, seismic, like an earthquake, mini earthquake. Otherwise, I think all those Jurassic Park T-Rex footfalls are bloody stupid and pointless. Because it shouldn't be very audible, kind of, it should be a little bit more muted in the LCR full range and a bit more seismic, very infrasonic, but you'd have to play at stupid sound pressure level just to get the freaking room to freaking like that. Doing that. Oh, that hurts my head. That is some tactile vibe. That is some tactile. And it makes the seat shake, make noises on the seat, just as a tactile bass shaker attached to the seat, to the floor. And it can, eventually it's going to cause resonant frequencies, rattles and noises, buzzes that you shouldn't even hear. But you would in the real world if it was an actual earthquake. But then I've not heard an actual earthquake. Only something similar, where traffic coming down the road going over a manhole, and then when the wheels hit the manhole, first wheel, then second wheel on a bus, it's like a boom boom. So it's like a 1.5 second of like a seismic vibration that makes the top floor here shimmer. And it's about 200 feet, 300 or so, maybe up the road. But the manhole, the drainage comes all the way down and then splits off. So the sound waves, boom, boom, the wheel, and the sound wave boom, 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 travels through and then causes the building to shimmer. If I could think of another way to do sub-bass speakering, and if I had a bigger room, if I had a bigger home, could probably experiment with different ideas to get sound waves to travel the long wavelengths, get deep vibration, acoustical sound waves. But do I want to hear them? No. I want to feel them, but I don't want to hear them, because I will be I'll be hearing a pressure, probably say maybe similar to going underwater without getting necessarily wet, because it will cause such a pressure that will probably cause you to do that, to equalize, because the air is pushing on your eardrum and pushing it inward, which is not a good thing. It's a bad thing, because it can do damage. Yeah, they always look for ways for make films more this, more that. And yet it's still a two-dimensional image up front. It's only a two-dimensional image, which is better than a three-dimensional image, because we paint in the rest of the detail with our mind. We know what is foreground and middle and background. Don't need to wear glasses and then mute the brightness down like so much percentage, and then having to increase a projector's light output so much just to wear 3D glasses seems like an absolute waste of money. But I still don't like this green tint effect they put on these Matrix masks. I don't know. This motorway scene really plays out long. It's pretty yeah, well, yeah, it's wild. Or it's Oh, here comes Neo. He's Superman flying. Da 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 da. Whoa. I don't know. The thing about movie crashes and explosions is a lot of. There's a heck of a lot of that for so long. And yet, I think in the real world, it's the opposite of that. It can, in the real world, a car crashing, or depending on how close you are, you wouldn't want to be too close because it would be so sudden, so loud, it might cause, a bit of hearing damage or hearing loss, depending on. But it wouldn't be like that in the real world with a car crashing. It would be sudden slam, bang, crash. That's it. Sometimes you hear that accuracy in a film mix sometimes, but not so often. Very few, far between. But this Matrix is just like, it's like they got to make it fucking loud and fucking noisy. Thank goodness I got my audio limiters turned on. Otherwise, I'll be covering my ears. What's the SBL? What's it say on the SBL meter? What's it say on the SBL? Let's got to get this in my favourable position, which is not easy because I'll give this thing I got on the I'll get this thing it won't last long. It will probably break at the end here. It'll probably break. It's a little bit too tight. I would have preferred to got something that you use for microphone boom, like a gooseneck thing. I would have preferred one of those. It would have moved around a bit more, but put a bit of weight on it with a bit of weight there. It would probably sag. Could always put a bit of string round it and then tie it up to the microphone boom. Problem sorted. And then it would anchor in this position. So it's just there, aiming up. I was thinking of modifying the meter and putting a very low leveled LED, powered LED, so it would illuminate the VU meter. Because I don't think I've seen one that has been illuminated. I've got some LEDs. I've got some LEDs, and I could put modify an extra. If there's any room to modify it, put like a switch, so I could switch the light on and off. Otherwise, the light would just draw on the battery voltage, and then need that for the SBL meter reading. Oh yeah, that one's over there. Just check my meter's working. Yeah, it's working. Set it to 70 dBA. What's faders at 5.3 on the fader. Go to 80 dB. That went up to about 80 dBA. And the bass range is a lot higher. Yes. I suppose that's how the audience felt when they first saw this movie. Because I don't know how everyone watches and listens to a movie. I'm actively looking around to where the directionality of sound is coming from behind the screen, the panning and such, and sound blending over into surrounds, or the surround movement, or surround moving out, panning towards the screen channel and things like that. I'm looking for all that, listening for all that. sometimes it's pretty heavy duty listening to all those details. How it played at the local was not very good. They were having problems with the cinema surround speakers, which were outdated, unknown speakers, but they looked like disco DJ PA speakers that were used for surround speakers, 6 of them on the back wall, but they were the I think it was like a bullet from what I could vaguely see behind the grill. It looked like a bullet tweeter and something. There might have been a freeway. It's very hard to see because of the grill, but I could assume they were probably a 12-inch bass driver. Mounted up 7 feet off the floor on the back wall, but most of them were all knackered and not even working. I think only when it got to about late 90s, I think out of the 6 speakers, I think only three of the speakers were not working. Totally kaput, and it made the sound in the auditorium for the surround, the surrounds started getting quieter and quieter because there's not enough of them playing. Sound pressure level was dropping down, and the oddness, the balance was out of place because they're not functioning, and created an odd frequency surround coverage balance. Until they eventually put in brand new JBLs. 8330 Mark 1s. I used the 8330 Mark 2s, which all came from Twickenham Film Studio. You think surround speakers would get a lot of speaker abusage. I'm quite surprised they're all intact, all functioning, all working. All they needed was cleaning up. Well, I could play this motorway scene again. How many chapters? There are quite a few chapters for this motorway scene. All right, there we go. Whoop, 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 and the car comes flying out. What's it like on the surround? Let me just listen to the surround channel, because there's so much detail in a film mix, and you could have the frequency response spot on, but what happens on the LCR versus the surround, and you think, well, there's certain sounds there, and okay, I can hear. And looking at the levels, and thinking, they have the similar level range, but what do they look like in terms of actual frequency on an RTA analyzer, on a direct RTA analyzer? What does the frequency response look like? Because you could probably modify the playback, so you can still hear all those very subtle sounds in the surround channel, as well as hearing the sounds on the screen channel, but it would take quite a bit of sound rehearsing, listening, going over and over and over, putting parametric bandpass filters in place and certain maybe changing crossover slopes, because you could have the same speakers going all around, and you'd still be making an alteration to everything, so that you get the film mix to play back literally everything as much as possible, because I can hear very subtle sounds in the surround. But you have sounds coming from the front, and they'll be arriving at your ears up at this level, while the surround levels frequency response will be down at this level, depending on what sound they pan and move. But I can hear it. Everything's shifting up and down. I can hear very soft, faint sirens in the surround channel. Why, I don't know. And why there's not a lot of, why there isn't too much of the traffic sound that's not at the same balance level as the LCR, because it should be all equal. Because look at all the vehicles on the road. I know what it sounds like on a motorway with traffic going past. Not that you hear it all the time, because you've got the windows wound up and you only hear a muffled sound of a vehicle coming up the side. If you've got the windows wound down, you just get too much air blowing, and that just is going to cause a lot of frequency masking. But it would have a consistent evenness. But you just don't hear it in a lot in movies. I'm hearing gunshots here. Let me have a look. I'm hearing a lot of gunshots going on in the surround. And here's another thing. Here's another thing with movie mixing blundering. Now I can see the windows are all wound up on that car. Well, let me have a look at that again. Because there's a thing called continuity, where I could see the back windshield, the back window on that car is totally knocked out. I think one of the passengers' door windows are knocked out. I don't think I could see any glass reflection on the driver's side. Or was it the pass? No, the driver's sides are on the left, aren't they? We're on the right. Yeah, passenger side, front door. No, I don't think I could see any glass reflection of the other vehicles going past. I can't see any reflection. So all the windows are blasted out on that car. And yet, cut to this scene here, and there's got freaking windows, or the windows are magically matrixed themselves, repaired. Down this side, window, glass. And yet on the other shot, they were totally blown out. Continuity. I'd have thought they would have checked this on what they call the film dailies, and would have checked everything. Don't they have someone to check for continuity and making notes? And then, you can CGI it, or, manipulate it. But the windows are totally blasted out on the car. And yet I can hear all the high frequency top ends of, the sirens in the background. No, not possible. They would be a little bit muffled. Plus the vehicle sound, the interior of the vehicle sound would be a certain sound pressure, given the type of model of car, the acceleration of it. I'm sure mixers just rush things. They really do. They because they try and make their work serious, but you got all this fast editing, and you got to move. You just don't hear and experience any of that in the real world. The real world is what it is. Films are a fantasy, make-believe entertainment. Nothing more. It's hilarious hearing that. I know the exterior. I've got the fader. I've got surrounds up. Where he's shooting, and I can hear the police siren on the surround. I'll probably hear it on the LCR if I unmute the LCR. But it's hilarious hearing that police siren because I know it would be at least I would be doing that. I'll be putting my fingers because the siren will be fucking loud. And yeah, it sounds like a plastic toy car on the bloody surround speakers. That siren sounds like a plastic toy car. But there is a thing, there is a given. A real traffic loud sound on a motorway is bloody loud with vehicles. How many lanes are there? There's like 1, 2, 3, 4. A friend of mine said that this was all bullshit because they had to make this motorway because I don't think, they won't close a motorway down for the sake of a fucking movie. People will be getting pissed off, right? And the infrastructure and then damaging everything. No, they got to fabricate this and bullshit, make it look like a real motorway, which convincingly it convinces me it is because I didn't know. I probably didn't watch the extras, but there's like 1, 2, 3. There's 4 lanes. There's 4 lanes there, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 lanes. The hard shoulder, I guess, and then 3 lanes, and even a busy road in London. One of the roads in London, I think, has at least 3 lanes, and it is fucking loud on the SBL meter. It's double the sound pressure level what it is down here, which only has single lane, 2 lanes, left and right. And it's a maximum of sound pressure level. Go to London, it's like fucking noise of the fucking road. And yeah, you listen to a movie and you think, yeah, it's a sound of what's it, but it's not accurate. It's not near or even close. And they try to bullshit it all with this Atmos 3D bullshit today. I mean, other things here that I notice, all the traffic moving past, I only have to move my hand here, whoosh, and I feel air. Boom. I'm pushing air. All those vehicles will be pushing through air at a certain speed and will create that. That is something you cannot get from the speakers. It's not possible. You fuck the speaker up. And it would have to be specifically mixed engineered. And you'd have to have that sort of, low frequency coming out of the port. And that's a lot of strain, a lot of stress on the bloody speaker. That's one thing you never notice in fucking movie, in home or in the cinema. A big truck going by pushes a lot of air. And that's going at a 30 mile speed. You're on a motorway, you're doing 80 mile. That's pushing even more air, and if you're nearby, it will make you wobble. So there's so much, myth busting wrong with this movie sound mix. And, feeling all these bass sounds and such. feeling all these bass sounds, and when vehicles like jump on and feeling bass sound, he's at least, from where the camera is, I would say the distance is probably about 50, 60 feet. It's impossible to feel it. You'd only hear it. It's impossible to feel it. And all these other vehicles flying around and boom, crash, boom. Load of bollocks. You'd only hear it. You wouldn't feel it. Unless you're in the vehicle and something hits the vehicle, you feel it tactile. And other things, like I say, mentioning about pushing air. There should be a lot of wind blowing sound as well. There's some of it in the mix, but it's not that noticeable. It's like there we go. There we go. See a scene like that. Real car going past a stunt double. And you watch the trousers. They flutter because of the air being pushed. Where you have the myth about trouser flapping, and that's just, trousers don't flap. That's only because the fabric on your leg is at a certain position. The fabric, like, you make that sort of shape with the fabric. It excites the sound wave, and then it propagates, and then it transmits. You feel it, you notice it. Otherwise, your trousers are not fucking flapping around. Yes, they flap, or what if you're in a stupid car with a stupid sound system playing sound pressure level that's unsafe for your hearing. It's going to do damage eventually. It's going to damage your hearing just to see your hair fluttering, blowing around. I might as well just use a fan and get that effect at a safe sound pressure level, even though it's still pushing wind into your face. And you put an SBL meter in front of it, it would show X amount, so much sound pressure level. Just like doing that. But if you did that down someone's ear, you'd get your lights punched out because it would bloody hurt the person's ear and you'd get punched out. There's so much wrong with films. And there's no point in me trying to make it my system so I get that air, because there simply just wouldn't be enough low frequency on that film mix to do that at a certain frequency where it's going to push the air out. And where does it push the air out? Because if the ports are going this way, the airflow is going to go outward that way and then radiate out a little bit, narrowed through the port, depending on how big the port is, and it would eventually, like, that's more direct and constant, and then a bit further it dissipates and gets a little bit more wider, so it goes kind of like from small and to a bit more wider. And then you got to have ports angled at maybe this angle and that angle, different angles. Yeah, that's a new type of cinema sound system. Well, really, home should be the home now, because cinema is dead. Cinema is finished. It's done in. It's had its day. How many people go to the cinema now? Me, I was really big hardcore one time, but I couldn't care less to go near a cinema anymore because they're just too damn fucking loud. Not enough bass. Dolby Atmos cinemas, certified or whatever, what they want to bloody call it, they're nothing even near or close to a THX cinema, what was once in High Wycombe, Buckinghamshire. That was untouchable. And that was 99, and that was late 80s. And then I heard it in 1990. It was like stepping it out from the planet into the universe. That was JBL sound power level. That was sound power. How that was set up. Oh, even this. Oh, wow. As it goes for effects of vehicles coming there, it does make me flinch when it's on playing on the screen channel and the surround. You get all these vehicles, but there's a lot of things going on here. You see, most people that are brainwashed by Dolby Atmos think overhead surround speaker. I really pity a lot of you people. I really do pity you. You should be more advocate and fighting for below surround, because the below surround speaker would be the last link in the sound chain for this bullshit immersive storytelling. I use a matrix version here and one under there, up back there, and under the back row seating. I only turn it on with certain films. I only turn it on with certain. I could turn it on now. And all it is a matrix effect where the sound is being steered on the surrounds. There. What's up? What's up? What's up? Funny cat. Oh, funny cat he is, Bear. What's up? What's up with you? Huh? Yeah. Below surround should have been part of the package, all this immersive storytelling. It should have been part of the package mandatorily 10 years ago. If not the very least 20 years ago, if not 30 years ago. Should I go on? You know that movie called Unbroken, where you get all the planes flying around. Some of the planes go underneath my seat. I can, as the image comes off screen, the airplane, it goes at this angle. It's off screen, so it's that sound should be going below me. If you stand on a bridge with a train coming down, you hear it going. You hear it up in this area, and as it gets nearer and nearer, the sound kind of goes downward, but very loud, spread because of the engine noise, and eventually you underneath you, below the bridge, and very loud, extra loud, until it's gone past the main engine on the train. We've all experienced that. One or few of us have all experienced standing on a bridge and experienced that. And that's a below surround because you're above it. You're up, but you hear below surround. If they were mixing proper like, today, I would say they would be mixing that movie, if not probably for a whole year until releasing it, because there is all post, it's all fabricated sound that you got to put in a heck of a lot of detail, and then you got to then have probably someone else pointing out what is missing, and then they have to then go in and put that in. Otherwise, you're going to miss out details that, because otherwise, Dolby Labs marketing, it's immersive story, it's lifelike, it's natural sounding. Bullshit! That's just marketing. It's just marketing bullshit. DTS will say their own marketing bullshit. Oro will say their own marketing bullshit. Limax will say their own marketing. All the same bullshit. Overhead surround. Like, wow. Like I've not heard that before. Oh dear. An overhead surround speaker is an overhead surround speaker. A below surround speaker is a below surround speaker. A sidewall speaker is a sidewall. A back wall is a back wall. A front is a front. But what if I turn around? Turn around. La 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 la. Turn around. And I'm facing the opposite direction. You know, sure, the sound is still loud over the screen and very weak on the surrounds. And then it's a case of looking at the RTA analyzer and the what's going on and balancing it out. And don't believe too much bullshit what sound mixers say these days about, oh yeah, but we don't hear sound very good from surround channels and all that. That's bullshit. Or real world sound. Real world. That's bullshit. They just probably not mixed a good film with the opportunity, you know. Well, maybe they should use their discretion. Fuck the director. We know how to mix this. We know how to use this. We'll fucking do it. Most of these directors, you know, they probably don't even leave their home. They're cocooned indoors all the time. They live in a fantasy dream world. Maybe the fantasy dream world is good. Maybe it's good. You know, it's better than the reality, which is pretty lousy at times. Yeah, this motorbike scene, because Trinity's on a motorbike, and, you know, you see her on a motorbike and you look at the angles and that, you'd feel a lot of wind blowing. You just don't notice it. Don't notice it. But every movie's got a lot of below surround potential, because I could see a heck of a lot of it. I mean, what, Bear? What are you growling at? What are you growling at? What are you growling at? I fed you. You had half a tin of tuna fish. You and Magic have had half a tin. You can only eat. You got a small belly, Magic. You can only eat so much. I can't overfeed you. Your mind matrix mind is saying, "Oh, I don't think I've been fed." Bear, come on, you're being fed. You want to cuddle? No, you don't want to cuddle. You don't want to cuddle? You want to cuddle? Want to cuddle? Want to cuddle? You ungrateful kitty cat. You ungrateful kitty cat. You don't want to cuddle? Meow. Meow. Come and sit on my lap if you'll lay on me. You're a lap cat, aren't you? Come on, you're a lap cat. Oh. I don't know. I'm more into these matrices 1, 2, and 3. I've not watched the third one yet, but I think it got a bit depressing near to the end. But I certainly don't think the fourth one was necessary, because it was just like Star Wars, the Mary Sue story, and fanboy flashbacks. totally, utterly distracting, and the dialogue was garbage. It looked like that bloody Terminator Genesis garbage trash. Nice night for a walk, eh? Nice night for a walk. Terrible. Terrible. What are you doing, Bear? What are you doing? Ooh, coming for you, kitty. Where are you, Bear? Oh, playing, going around it. Oh, you did a 180 on me. You believe that? Completely around, and then got back where I started from. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Feeding my cats over and over and over. Wow, look at all those CGI sentinels. They're very busy bodies. Oh, let's play that again. Let's play that. Put the LCR on.
Come on. Come on. Please.
Wow. Whoa. Wow. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
You're in.
I don't believe it.
Yeah, I think this has got some good Foley, if I can recall.
The problem is choice.
Wow. Whoa. Whoa.
The first Matrix I just...
Easy on. Oh. Felt like, acoustically, it felt like they were in the room. Kind of felt like it. They were in the room. Body punches, Foley, panning, half pan sounds panned over that way, and where the body's been thrown into a plasterboard dry wall. Kind of like almost like Terminator 2 with the theatrical mix on that certain DVD, and I think it's the shopping mall where they're fighting in the hallway, side to side, through a brick wall, and then through a plasterboard drywall. I'm going to get you a therapist. You need a therapist, Bear. There's something up with you. Yeah, there's something up with you. Bear, will you calm down? Calm down, Mr. Bear. Hey, calm down. Meow. 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 Coming for you. I see you. Come on. Come on. Oh, come up here. Oh, okay, I've got you. Oh. There you go. Cuddle. Oh, come on. You all right, Magic? You okay? Come for a cuddle, eh? Bear's bloody in a mood tonight. That's what he is. He's got into a weird mood. Hey. He's got into a strange mood tonight. Let's have a look, Madge.
This matrix I designed was quite natural.
Is there anything that's not in shouldn't be in here? Is there anything that shouldn't be? Need to get an EMI. Need to check to see if there's any electromagnetic interference, any RF signal. This Bear's in a weird mood tonight, Magic. He's in a foul mood. Doesn't want to be cuddled. Doesn't want to be picked up. Literally, he's in a right foul mood. But you cats always have an attitude, you know. Even the big cat. Same cat, different, you know. I can't see any high frequency, anything acoustical, so there must be some RF EMI up on a very higher frequency. Maybe. Need an RF EMI detector. See if there's any anomalies or anything. Right, calm down, Bear. Where is he? Where is he, Magic? I just heard him scooting up behind me, below surround, with his paws. So they make that sound. Meow. Anyway, we're going now, aren't we, Bear Magic? Yeah, we're going now. So, Matrix Resurrection. Matrix first one, yeah. Matrix second one, third one, but Resurrection.